How did it come to this? Why are we still playing this? Whatever. Don't say that. How did it come to this? Oh god, fucking echoes! Ah, okay, we're done. Alright, so... you make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay, though. I'm happy we're like this. Ooh, she wants to do... Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? Because it's around the tits. I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Is this going the direction I think it's going? Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it, and then she grew into it. If you ever buttoned it, you would notice sooner it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It means my boobs got bigger again. Yay! Don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look much better now. So, why does it feel strange to see Sarah's blazer buttoned up like that? But it's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all. Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. I think that's just an excuse not to draw a new sprite, but that's just me. Phew, that's so much better. Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. I didn't see anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine, fine. Just, shit! It's a deal. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so, huh? So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayori. Aw, but I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. I know, Divest. I know. Okay, everyone. Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? This is about to get cringeworthy. Yay! Kyle, I can't wait to read yours. Oh, it's a pile of ass, love. Oh, yeah, same. I fail to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. The relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I'd never really done this before. All I saw was a bunch of words glaring at me, and I tried to make the shy girl like me, but failed miserably. I don't even know who got more likes. I think it was the pissed off girl. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. This is about to get super fucking cringeworthy, huh? Thank you for the host, by the way. Croesus, welcome, by the way. Oh my god, who should I show my poem to first? Let's just get this out of the way. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion to be fair. Hopefully. I don't think she likes it. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh, so sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay, it's super shitty! You need to, never do this ever again. Just quit the club and never come back. Bad ending, dead. Oh man, hi Sammy, welcome. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. So it's that bad. No. Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It's so shitty. Might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kinda learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Oh, Christ. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though. Biased? Like how? Well... Never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if this is a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the ember glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air is of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. That's pretty good. Not gonna lie. It's pretty damn good. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. Are you serious? What? I wasn't thinking that at all. It's really not bad handwriting. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? That's kind of weird. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. If you can write poems for one girl, the game kind of goes quicker. Yeah, I tried to write it for her, but I kind of botched it. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. Jesus Christ. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things, too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Oh, God! Oh, God! Amanda, I tried to make it go towards her, and it didn't work! Let's just get the bitch face McGee out of the way. Huh? Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me, princess. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste. Do you want to get smacked? You want to get bitch smacked? I've been practicing my bitch smack. My bitch smack hand is strong! I'll pass. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can see, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly. People can try, but that's about it. How far am I? I've only been playing this for like an hour. Oh my god, this is literally the literacy like a poem that I would expect from someone in elementary school. Yeah, I told you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly! I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. Because that's what I do. I lead people on like it's going to be great, and then I just smack them upside the face. BAM! It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. Ha ha! I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did ya? Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I really don't care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki's feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Whatever happens in this game, just believe in your heart that they're 18. Fuck it. Oh my goodness. This is so good. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Is she just being nice, or did I accidentally appeal to her too much? Eh? I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. Like, did you read some of the shit I put in there? There was like suicide and just all kinds of weird shit. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Oh god. Yuri's opinion was way more constructive than this. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Eh? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem, it's a Kyle poem. Oh, good god. And that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Oh yeah, my feelings like darkness and lust and pleasure and suicide and... Oh, God! Oh, Jesus. It's so bad. Sayori hugs the sheets against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. I'm really happy that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm really not into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Kyle. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do. You hear that, people? Going out of my way and just going outside of my comfort zone and reading this cringeworthy shit? That's the sign of a good person. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay, as long as Natsuki makes more cupcakes. More cupcakes, goddammit! You got the graphic with Sayori because you mostly appealed to her with the poem. Oh, goddammit! Suicide and misery and misfortune appeal to Sayori. Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Oh my god, it's gonna be like some Edgar Allan Poe shit. We'll see about that. Dear Sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Breakfast! Sayuri. This is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No. Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little bit better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Ah, yeah. Okay, so you're telling me dark words like suicide, misery, and misfortune appeal to Sayuri, but she writes cheerful fucking sunshine breakfast stuff like that? I didn't mean to say it was a bad poem. It came out nice. Or, how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast! Oh my god, she's so delightfully fucking optimistic. It's just about ready to get me diabetes. Even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast, puffy face. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Yeah, this time about second breakfast. We've had one, yes. The next poem's gonna be about second breakfast. It's gonna be magical. French toast and waffles. Wait, like 2 separate days? No, in a sandwich! Well, I guess I'd look forward to it. Who should I show my poem to next? Monica. I have half a mind to give her like a fucking Hobbit voice for the rest of the playthrough. Hi, plain old optimistic president chick. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. Also, I find it kind of weird that she was not in the selection of girls that were getting all excited about the words that you were doing. But oh, shit, skipped it. Hang on. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities, or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring them up, Kay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. Oh god, the pressure! The fucking pressure! I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, oh god, I clicked off the game. Want to share your poem with me? I guess I have no choice. It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Exactly! Ah ha ha. Don't worry. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Real soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like this one. Makes me think of something Sayuri would like. Is that so? You and Sayuri are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common. Ah, well, we may be good friends, but Sayuri and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case. But maybe there's also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you. It sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. You sure you're not reading into it too much? I could be. Because I'm so ditzy and cute. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayuri's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things, too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit, either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things, too. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Haha. Totally didn't join this club for puss. Totally. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes? A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he on the other side was looking in. That is indirectly kind of like a horror story. Like, I get the meaning, but that could literally be translated into a horror story, kind of. So, what do you think? It's very free-form, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style's gotten really popular these days. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had kind of some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. I'm about an hour in, Anthony. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Oh god, it's high school all over again! Judgment! Judgment! Ah! Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club, after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? What the fuck is she speaking? Did you say something? Oh my god, I suck at English class. Sophisticated words. There's too many syllables in this word. Apologize! Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poems to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you just completely miss the symbolism or something? I will fight you! It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Fucking bitch. Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. How about you take this paper and fuck yourself with it? If I was actually looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Kyle did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. Kyle liked my poem too, you know. That was just her subtle way of saying, go F yourself. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri, she said loudly enough for me to hear. That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Kyle appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. I'm about ready to choke a bitch! Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Kyle started showing up. What the fuck where the fuck is this going? Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you! I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me, as if they just noticed I was standing there. These freaking poems. Poems are serious business! Holy shit! She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Kyle. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Kyle? I don't know what's going on. I don't even know where I am right now. Well, just bolt for the door. Just bolt for the fucking door. How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. There's some serious female dominant shit going on right now. Like, Jesus. But whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. Oh, dear God. It's gotta be Yuri. I'm going for her, so might as well. Natsuki. You're right that I liked your poem. See? Wait! That's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because you're a total bitch, because someone's opinion is different. That's not what happened at all. 1 second, folks. Be right back.
When did chat freaking explode with emotes? And oh my god. Freaking Gundam Tanaka is a freaking emote. That is awesome! Alright. I know. I guess we're gonna find out who's best girl once I tell Yuri that she's so much better than Natsuki because Natsuki's a total bitch.
Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously.
I understand. Yuri, you're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed.
Well, but here's one thing.
No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it, and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute.
I see.
Resume the happy anime game.
I didn't notice that. I'm sorry.
But Natsuki, you took it way too far. You're kind of a bitch.
Yuri means well, but if you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place.
Are you kidding?
That's exactly what I did. It was her that... Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said some things that you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should too?
With cupcakes!
In the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped, at this point being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure.
She better go bake more cupcakes. I end up even feeling bad for her.
Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my head. And also eat breakfast. Sayori, she doesn't need to... You know what? I'm going to do that. It'll spare me from having to look at all your faces right now.
Natsuki is mad because she's flat and you're stacked.
Jesus Christ. Without warning, Natsuki snatches up her own poem and, from the desk, and storms out. On her way out, she crumples up the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash. Natsuki, she really didn't need to do that. I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in an adjacent chair. Everything all right? I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that.
Dude, you were subtly savage. That's the best kind of savage.
You probably hate me now. No, Yuri. How could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that?
She's a total bitch. You handled it about as well as anyone could. You were an uber subtle bitch. It's awesome.
I don't think any less of you. Well, alright, I believe you. Thanks, Kyle. You're too kind. I'm thankful to have you as part of this club now. It's nothing. One more thing. That one thing that Natsuki said about, I would never do anything so shameful.
Oh, don't get too ahead of yourself.
So, what thing did Natsuki said? Well, never mind that. I'm gonna go make some tea. Good idea. Make enough for more than one person, okay? Yeah. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. I took my walk. I drew some cupcakes on the toilet stall. Now I'm fine. Kyle, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something from your friends, too. So your poems will turn out even better. Happy fun times! I think to myself. I did learn a little more about the types of poems that everyone likes. With any luck, that could mean I could at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Oh god. Ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make some good friends with you. Phew. You know, Kyle, It's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. Oh god. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. Love, love. And I think everyone really likes you, too. That's, every day is going to be so much fun. Looks like Sayuri still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Much like I haven't caught my future diabetes from her cheerfulness. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? I'm kind of a whore. You know? I kind of joined this club to get some. We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayuri. I pat Sayuri on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayuri as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. Oh, dear God. Here we go again. Okay, so... Frickin'... We need complex wording and, like, you know, elegant shit. Yeah. Unrestrained. Whole lot of syllables. I'm literally just gonna pick the word that has the most syllables. Incapable. Imagination. Melancholy. Adventure. Oh, fuck. Lollipop. Oh, fuck. Wonderful. No. Oh, God. I'm fucking it. Variance. Incongruent. Depression. Swimsuit. No. Ambient. Yeah. Frightening. Shopping cloud. Sensation. Judgment. Yeah. Uncontrollable. Oh, man. I'm getting just all of it. Okay. Doki Doki probably appeals to her because she likes cutesy shit. Disoriented. Okay. Yeah, we were getting all of the freaking Yuri shit here. Alright. Captive. Yeah. Despise. Yeah, alright. Strawberry. Meager. After image? Yeah, extraordinary! Oh, shit. It's fine. It went fine. It went fine! Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Sayuri. Looks like you're in a good mood today, as per frickin' usual. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway, because you're simple. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. We had one, yes. What about second lunch? Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. Eh? That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayuri? Eh? Why that all of a sudden? No reason really, I just want to see how many Twinkie wrappers you have. I just want to look at it. Ah. Sayuri nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I could see right through you, Sayuri. That's not fair. How'd you even know? She expected me to buy food for her! It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. Oh! Detective skills! So either you're not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all of your money so that I would lend you some, you cheap whore! But there's one more thing. You're always hungry! This is good. This is good. And so that only leaves one option. She's defeated. Screen cracks. Game over. I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. God damn, dude. Fury suddenly giggles. Eh? I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book, as always. Ah, I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yeah, totally. Yuri. Tell Kyle to let me borrow some money. Because you know he's totally my sugar daddy. Don't get me involved in like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. The subtle savagery of this woman is making me like her more and more. Why do I keep saving the game? I don't know. Ah, did I just subtly diss you? God damn. I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed in my book. Savagery 101. Savagery for dummies. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but that's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. Oh, shit. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the revolution. Retribution. That. Still, coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil inside of all of us, isn't there? Ooh, yeah. Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me into the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. You're goddamn right! But you're lucky they were so good. Where'd my phone go? I dropped my phone. What if the wifey calls me? Don't tell the wifey I'm playing this game. I'm just kidding. She totally knows. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Yeah. Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Ow! What was? A cookie! Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution. Yeah. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. What a fucking twist, right? I could bake shit besides cupcakes. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Sayori suddenly claps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. Yeah, right, Kuman? This was heavily recommended for me. Because my viewers. I don't know. It's a cutesy anime game. Although the warning in the beginning said, this isn't for children or people who don't like disturbing shit. That's still in the back of my head, goddammit. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Oh, yours look really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? I want a bite of your cookie. Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. Here's a chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Jeez. I get it! Stranger danger! Cookie still at hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Oof. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite of Natsuki's cookie. Oh my god, what a freaking greedy bitch! Hey! Did you seriously just do that? I will fight you! Mouth full, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori? Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room. Ugh. Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. It's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She's probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me, bitch! Them's fighting words! Suddenly, the door swings open. Sorry, super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. Hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I just kind of lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You need to start making sense or I will fight you. You would have heard the bell. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. I don't really. I just kind of started recently. I always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica. Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little better, I will. I think you're lying out your fucking ass. You were doing something. Yay, that sounds cool. I'll look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down. Monica smiles sweetly because she's so fucking ditzy and presidential and just diabetes! I didn't mean to pressure you or anything like that. Don't worry, I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? You missed Cookie Apocalypse 2017. It was quite a thing. Somehow, someway, when I was putting the glass down, I splashed myself. I have a drinking problem. I apologize for nothing. I chose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. No one gave me a cookie! I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. Looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Ah, crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. Oh, shit, here we go! But that only makes her hide her face deeper into her book. Sorry, I was just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book you gave me, right? I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... that's not what I meant. I mean... God, I skipped it! I just happened to buy 2 of them. Let's see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once I starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about, anyway? Well, I have a feeling what's relatable is going to be kind of bad. Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright, I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of dark, and how is that relatable again? It's kind of dark, isn't it? Why do I keep predicting what my own player character is going to say? Probably because the writer is actually really good and can predict that. Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Haha. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing? No, it's not that. I mean, I could definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry, Stephen King. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri's into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals and their own philosophy that they believe in. And suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Wait, what'd that say? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess you're right. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club, after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago you said you were looking forward to it. I don't want you to read it in front of me. Oh god, there's such dark shit! There's such dark, creepy shit in this book! Just let me get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Ooh, smooth. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not like I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. Senpai's gonna read in front of her! Such a turn on! It's not a particularly bad thing, maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It's like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean, haha. Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's and hold my book more between the two of them. Oh my. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. Ooh, shoulders! Feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Oh my! Yuri takes her left hand and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm to the right side of the book. That way I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. Oh yeah! Oh yeah, we're getting close! Over reading! This is what Literature Club is all about! It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? Eh? To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. I continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side so she can catch it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second-guesses all the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. Yuri remains silent for a moment. But Kyle, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait, I didn't mean it in a bad way. Oh god, I'm fucking it. Oh god, I fucked it up. Go back. Autosave again. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I more meant it that's kind of cute. Red face. What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. I think it's time we shared today's poems. Oh, God. Oh, she's that turned on from the reading. I turned on she's going to be after the poem. This is going to be good. We might have enough time. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright, I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Shit. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. Who should I show my poem to first, as if you have to ask? Let me see what you've written for today. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? Well, how did you pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. Oh, body temperature rising! I'm not
used to this.
Used to what? I don't know. It's fine. Take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her. Yeah, just being appreciated like this, I guess. Probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy. Inside, in the pants. Are you saying you've never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it. I really only write for myself. And besides, people would just laugh at me. Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Even your close friends? I don't have any friends. Yuri doesn't respond to that. Oh god, I might have hit too close to home on that one. I wonder why. Anyway, do you want to share the poem you wrote today? Yes, I do. If it's with you. The Raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. Oh, taking a little bit after Sayuri there. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences. Well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity, the raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off my cutting knife. The very same light that god damn it, I lost my place. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon is taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Each time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood. Classic. What does that say? Pavlovian conditioning. Pavlov, got it. I slice the bread, and I feed myself again. Oh, shows where my mind is. Feed myself again? There's some metaphor here, but I'm not quite sure. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. Yeah, exactly! I'm getting it! I'm getting it! I don't know what the metaphor was, but I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sort of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Why do you keep them to yourself? Because they're embarrassing, and people would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that? Well, there's a stack of dirty magazines underneath my bed. There's the manga pile, and then there's the manga pile. Yeah, I guess I do. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities. Even if it's difficult sometimes and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. Let that be a lesson. Everyone is weird in their own way, and it's those weirdness that makes you unique. I might be ranting a bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. You're damn right I'm a good listener. Let's do some pillow talk later. I'll listen all you want. Alright, let's get Bitchface McGee out of the way. I liked your last one better. Really? Well, yeah, I can tell you were a little more daring with this one. But you're really not good enough for that yet. It fell flat. Like my chest. Like, god damn it, everything's so flat! Like those goddamn cookies I baked! Okay, Natsuki, you're starting to freak out. Shut up! That may be true, but I just wanted to try something different. I'm still figuring this all out. I mean, I always like poems that aren't trying too hard. I hate when people try to sound fancy or add more meaning just by using annoying and complicated language. Just make it simple, cute, and to the point. Yuri's head over heels for all this cryptic nonsense, but I see right through that BS. Ha! Making your reader look so hard for all this deep meaning is just an excuse to have no meaning at all. I guess that's one way to look at it. You unsophisticated whore. Well, everyone has their own opinion. But my opinion is the best opinion. I'm sure you figured that out yet. Anyway, here's my poem. Maybe you'll learn something. It's about sunshine and butterflies. Amy likes spiders. I like how the music keeps changing depending on the sophistication of the poem. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world's better off without spider lovers. And I'm going to tell everyone that she's a spider lover. Because I'm a total bitch like that. If I can't be her friend, nobody can be her friend. Ah! Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I'm just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Amy's a total freaking spider-loving whore. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies, and it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like anyone who'd agree to that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course, it's about how everyone thinks Mike. That doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out they'd make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Everyone's so stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Like I like spiders. Oh, did I say that out loud? Huh, that's funny. Yuri wrote something about something similar today. Huh? Did you say Yuri? Yeah. She said her poem was about an unusual hobby of hers. I didn't really get it, but she said something similar to you. That people shouldn't make each other feel insecure about those things. Really? Well, I mean, Yuri's pretty weird, so I wouldn't doubt that she has some weird hobbies. Not that there's anything wrong with that. It's not like I would judge her or anything, except I totally would. Natsuki has trouble finding words. I guess I should try not to be so mean to her. Even though it's way out of my comfort zone, like this game in general. If she feels insecure about her weird behaviors and stuff, I mean, I always hate people who make me feel insecure. Yuri made me feel insecure yesterday. But the way you put it, it sounds like she's learned her lesson. Well, I would say so. Even if her writing style is really different, I'm sure she'll appreciate the message in your poem. It's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like conveying emotions is important. But I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm going to write a good one for tomorrow, so look forward to it. Okay, then. Sayori. I'm always leaving Monica for last. Always! Ooh, I like this one. It has some nice feelings in it. I'm glad. Still, though, your tone makes it sound like you liked yesterday's poem better. I guess you caught me. Sometimes you know me a little too well for my own good. Well, don't just try to be nice about it. If I'm doing a bad job, I'd rather just hear it. Shit. No. I still like this one, I promise. God, I'm not used to talking this much during streams. Freaking water! You know I wouldn't lie to you, Kyle. Never, ever. Yeah, I guess so. What made yesterday's poem so great compared to this one, then? Too many syllables, huh? It's too many syllables. Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. That's why I go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. Especially if it makes me feel hunger. I especially like that part in your poem about waffles. There was nothing in my poem about waffles. Oh, I want waffles. I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Ugh. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? Aw, you want to write something for me? That's sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Eh? Well, I don't really know what you mean, but try to keep that in mind. Well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet! Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad? I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori. Well, I like happy the most. But sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help give the rain cloud a little hug. And make a nice happy rainbow. Oh my god, her fucking... I'm pretty close to having diabetes at this point. Pretty fucking close to having diabetes. Ugh. Sayori, that's unexpectedly poetic. Huh? It is? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Kyle. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, all in bottles, all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes a friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave. Discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally all done, I open up and in come my friends. In they come, in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend. Each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, and shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be my friends who aren't smiling. They were supposed to be for my friends, rather. My friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. All I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Okay. That's a little... Holy crap. Yeah, exactly. Sayori, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was going to write the best poem ever? Yeah, but... I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Oh my god, you're such a little strawberry. Monica taught me a whole lot. And I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. All the feels. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it difficult for me to be pessimistic. 1 second. I has friggin' message. Wifey's calling, 1 second. So a friend on Facebook messaged me that it keeps saying the stream ended. Is that happening for anyone else? Sir Crazy Horse, I'm not sure what the hype is over this game yet. I mean, it's well written, it's well constructed so far, but I don't get the hype. It's literally the most cringeworthy thing I've ever done. I have no idea if other people are having this issue or not. Does the stream keep randomly disconnecting or lagging for anyone else? I need to know. Not for Anthony. Who should I show my poem to next? Last person. Hi again. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. I'm only here for the puss. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I gave my poem to Monica. Alright, great job. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm having difficulties making this entertaining still. Like, most of my rambling is the entertainment. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low so that they're never disappointed. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. I guess it worked, though. Anyway, you know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, yeah? Right? Yeah, you don't say. Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes only simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness, Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked, though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. I'm certainly not writing poems about raccoons or shit, anything like that, although I'm not able to read my own stuff. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Isn't she the one who had, like, the staring out of a hole poem, which was kind of weird? Alright, let's take a look. Save me. Oh god. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, an endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveform, squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent. What the fuck? Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaninglessness. Meaningless. Load me. Wait. Save me, load me. Huh? Okay, well, at first I thought she was describing a rave or something, and then suddenly sine, cosine, tangent! Fucking world ends with you. This one's difficult. It's odd that my saves keep landing with Monica. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess that's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just kind of the thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how you space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. Crap. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Take notes, everyone! Sometimes you find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind. Hi, fourth wall. How are you? I am fine. Or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. To you, the player. and not this hornball in front of me. You might want to save your shit. Thanks for listening. What the fuck? Okay, everyone, we're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Ugh, do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're gonna keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Oh, that's great and all. But that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Ah, sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're gonna be performing. Performing? Monica? Yeah, we're gonna be having a poetry performance! Each of us is gonna choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also gonna let anyone else come up and recite poems too! Sayori's been putting in all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayori has been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea, it's just a total shit idea, but I didn't sign up for this, you know? There's no way I'm gonna be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never, in my life, do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys, no, Sayori. I know where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask them for them to recite their poems out loud in front of a whole room of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So, I'm sorry. Sorry I didn't get everyone's opinions before acting as president, like I should have. I'm kind of a shit president, but it's fine. I'll grow up to be a great boss one day instead of an actual leader. Take notes. But, I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club, and I appear to make all of my decisions without asking for any input whatsoever. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it'll inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah! It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun! Fuck, I'm hungry! That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I don't know, let's ask the viewers. What feelings brought me to this place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we could do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but... It looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Yeah, shut you down. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. I guess I don't really have a choice. Haha, that's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. I hope. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monica, this is too sudden. Poetry is one thing, but public speaking? Oh, fuck! Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh, no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little bit more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem she had in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Hope it's gonna be weird. I hope it's gonna be weird. It's totally gonna be weird. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, competent voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica! Like, holy fuck! You want to grab dinner after this? You pay. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Anthony, you got a puppy? Holy shit, I want pictures! I want pictures! Or rather, I'm getting one. I want pictures! When you do get it. Pictures. Puppy pictures. Do it. Sammy, don't torture your dog. Your dad. Your dad or your dog. Just don't torture, okay? Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts to read the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure, and she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality. Oh, there goes gravity. Oh, crap. Where am I? Alright, she snaps back into reality and glances around her as if she's bewildered, even by herself. It's up to me to save this situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterwards and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri's down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. This is a song about why I love dessert more than anything. Seriously, cookies, cupcake, cake! Oh my god, I think I have to change Best Girl to Sayori now. I'm serious, if she wrote a poem about desserts, I'd be fucking just... I'd be done. This one is called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. She giggled again. Sayori, it's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way. I see. Okay then, Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayori. Even Kyle liked it. He doesn't like anything. What the fuck are you talking about? I don't know. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't quite work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do it in front of everyone. The next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay. Now, who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Kyle. Fucking new guy. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Kyle lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. That is a very smart call. Natsuki. It's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called... It's called... Why are you all looking at me? Turn around! Because you're presenting? Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down, as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes, and everyone applauds. She hops back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say, Miss Perfect Pants. You better not make me do that again. Well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people would be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess that in that case, you won't have to worry about you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? You want to send me a video about pugs, Sammy? Okay, sure. You send me a video about pugs. It's fine. I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time that what you'll be reciting. Jeez. I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine, too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you were putting in this much effort for the club. It makes me really happy. Skirt flip. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have a weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait! I can do this. I can do this. Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it, if it's for the sake of the club. And impressing Monica. Excuse you? No! I'm doing this to impress Yuri! What the fuck is wrong with you? Sammy, I said you could send me that video on pugs if you'd like. I won't mind. Then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep! Look at you two, always going home together like that. Fucking sickening. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys. I'll make such a big deal out of it. Must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, you don't have to say it. Well, whatever. Let's go already. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori. Sorry I was spacing out. No wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to... Sayori fumbles with the words. So, let's just say that one day Yuri asked to walk home with you. What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Oh, shit! Oh, shit, we gotta save here! Oh, fuck! Sayori, you're delightful, but you're gonna give me diabetes one day, and I like my foot where it is. Yuri! Walking home with Yuri, huh? Why does the thought of that make my heart pound? I mean, given how hard it is for her to socialize, I would feel awful turning her down, so... Isn't she so beautiful and smart? That has nothing to do with what I just said. You admitted it. Except I didn't admit shit. Jeez. There's not even a point in speculating something that's never going to happen. Well, maybe. But I just like to think about it. It's not long before you won't need me anymore, you know? Need you? Sayori, I can't figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now. Sorry, everyone is different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you. If you say so. but it was kind of her fault for trapping me with such a weird question. I can't just lie to her. But if there's something that makes her happy, I would hate to take that away from her. That's why I said there's no point in speculating. And again, the festival's only a few days. Who knows what'll happen in that time? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Here we go again. Unrestrained. Incongruent. Extraordinary. No, 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 no. Not Sayori. No. Essence. Yeah, effulgent. I literally don't know the meaning of that word. Sparkle. Promise. Eternity. Disaster. Marshmallow. Heaven sent. After image. Contamination. Uncontrollable. Frightening. Imagination. Sensation. Vibrant. Yeah, right. Analysis and oh fuck. Sean, I don't even know what the fuck this is. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Just people requested this, I'm playing it. And it's the most cringeworthy fucking thing I've ever done in my life. I feel really super awkward just literally reading text and trying to make it entertaining. It is the most awkward shit I've ever done in my life, and I hope people are enjoying it, but I don't know if they are or not. Oh god! The fucking pressure! Melancholy. Adventure. Fuck. Unrequited. God damn it! Massacre! Yeah! Oh, she likes the word massacre. That's kind of weird. Oh, man. I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah, let's go with that. Hey, I'm not insulting the game. I'm just saying this is not my forte. Like, even talking this much is weird and really rough on my voice. Ugh. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and now picking up piano. Well, maybe not determination. But I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival too, even though I didn't give you a say in it. I can't wait for the festival. Fuck! It's gonna be great! So fucking pumped! Ugh! Eh? Weren't you complaining about it just yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival, but it's a whole day of school and we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. You all sound like, you sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Monica, do they usually have fried squid? Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? Correct me if I'm wrong. Fried squid is, fucking... What's the word? Is it takoyaki in Japan? I don't know. Fuck. Or it could just be calamari, I guess. I'm getting my seafood all mixed up. I don't know. Fuck, I'm hungry. You of all people? I don't say I didn't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? What do you mean, you people? Clearly, you're kind of a ginger, kind of. There's like a hint of orange-ish in your hair. Because it's right in your name, Monica. That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Bitch, what'd you just say to me? Laugh at my joke, goddammit! Never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? Fine, fine. I guess I'll beat your ass later. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yori's or Sayori's anyway. Excuse me. Where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori is sitting at a desk in the corner of the room looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face. You're spacing out again. Sorry. Don't mind me. Hey, do you mind, oh, taco is octopus. Takoyaki are the octopus ball things you can get in Persona 3. Oh, okay. Okay, that's my ignorance for the day. It's fine. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. I'm not gonna hustle you today or anything. I'm pretty full from lunch. Huh. Is everything alright? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? You just said that you would rather walk home with another girl yesterday. It just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Jeez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? Happy face. Sayori shows me a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Well, alright, if you say so. I worriedly glance at Sayori before turning back towards everyone else. Of conversation has already dispersed with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monica, who is shuffling through some papers at her desk. Kyle, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? That face when Sayori route is over and we're doing it with Yori. Yes! In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading into it a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her, because I'm a terrible president and I don't take anyone into account, not even their feelings. It's my way or the highway. Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there's something on her mind. But I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Kyle. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her, but this time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No, it's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her, and I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she's just having a hard time bringing it up with the person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Kyle. Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? I spied on you. I followed you home and saw that you wanted to rock Yuri home. And then Sayori didn't show it, but she cried all the way home. Why were you following me, though? That's not important! Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know? She's been so much happier ever since you joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. What? No way. Sayori's always like that. She's always been full of sunshine and butterflies and fucking diabetes! It's not any different now than it always has been. Did I just hit... Okay, yeah, save. Save the game. Save the game. Overwrite the save. You're so funny. Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful because that's just how she is when she's around you? I had a chance of being outside the friend zone? What? I said too much. I'm sorry, what do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori's sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her, but she's keeping her voice so quiet, that I can't hear her from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her, to have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Or maybe I'm just salty that she tried to hustle me for food. I don't know. Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. There's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Why does it feel like I'm being watched? I glance around the room. Suddenly I notice Yuri peering at me from over her book. Ha! But she looks away just as quickly with a flustered look on her face. I just realized something. I have to check something. 1 second. Okay. Alright, we're good. Let me do something real quick, just in case. I'm starting to run out of space on my hard drive because of all my friggin' videos, so I'm gonna delete one of the older ones that I've already uploaded. Yes. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Okay. And let me go over here and delete it real quick. Yeah. Alright. But she looks away just as quickly with a flustered look on her face. I realize that she won't get anywhere like this. I've never really seen Yuri approach anyone or start a conversation of her own accord. So I have no choice but to approach her myself. By now it's a little easier for me to do that. I mean, we practically touched shoulders yesterday. I stand up from my desk and sit in one next to her own. I didn't mean to bother you or anything. Relax, you didn't even do anything. But I could tell that you wanted to be alone with your thoughts. Alone with my thoughts? How were you even able to tell I was thinking like that? Well, it's something I do a lot. I people watch, you know? So it wasn't hard for me to spot based on your posture and expression. Not that I was staring or anything. I didn't do anything creepy like that. I'm totally not the shy girl that just magically falls in love with someone. Anthony, I love that Kyle's finally enjoying the fine art of anime dating sims. Yeah, don't get used to it. I can't imagine anything like this is going to be ever popularly voted on ever again. And it's, I mean, I'm enjoying it, kind of. It's surprisingly well written, so there's that. In any case, I guess you were right. There's a lot of weird anime tropes that go along with it. I'm sorry if I caused you any concern. Don't apologize. Your troubles are only the concern of those who willingly share in that concern. Of course, there are certainly those who find the most comfort in keeping to themselves. But if you would prefer to share what's on your mind, then I would be glad to listen. That's really not that big of a deal. I was just feeling a bit uneasy about Sayori. Sayori? Yeah, she seems a little off today, but when I asked her about it, she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. Oh, that's quite romantic. Eh? I didn't mean to say something stupid. It's not that, I just don't want you to misunderstand. Sayori and I have just been friends for a long time, that's all. Ah, I see. See, I'm putting her in the friend zone, it's not the other way around. Then perhaps it's unusual for her to be dismissive to you about her feelings. Or maybe I'm just reading into it a little too much. The world is full of meaning, often hidden deep beneath plain sight. And there are many untold mysteries behind every person, no matter how well you may know them. Ah, so you think there might be something behind it after all? I think that Sayori is a very complex person. Her mannerisms on the outside don't always match what may be going on inside her head, and she may not always know what she wants. I noticed her strange behavior today too, and I also feel some concern for her. But in your case, it looked like she was fully occupying your thoughts, wasn't she? Well, I guess that was the case. Sayori, she really means a lot to you, doesn't she? I guess. But you don't need to put it that way. We're just good friends, that's all. I'm putting her in the friend zone. You're still at the top of my waifu list for now. Yuri suddenly looks deeply into my eyes. Her expression is gentle and curious, as if she was searching for something. Embarrassed, I avert my gaze. Sometimes a person's mysteries are untold even to themselves, and you, as someone honest and caring, may uncover feelings you weren't aware were in you. That is, I think that she would be a very fortunate person to have you feel that way about her. You're giving me way too much credit. I am a pretty simple guy. I like food, I like video games, and just having a good time. Yeah. Well, yeah, she's top waifu for now, Anthony, but if this does have really good writing, it might take a turn. Who knows? So I think I'm pretty good at understanding my own feelings. I'm not nearly as sophisticated as you. Ah, that's not a compliment, is it? It is what it is. Anyway, as long as we're here, why don't we do some reading? Oh yeah, Catherine is getting a PS4 version with new content. Holy shit, really? That's awesome. Well, as long as you're okay with it, yeah. I should be taking my mind off the whole thing anyway. Why don't we go ahead and get started? Yes, let's. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Make some for me. But I thought you didn't like tea. I'm starting to enjoy it! Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here feel any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk and then we'll go and get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the third teacher's desk. There's a third Catherine. How do you spell it if not with a C or a K? What? Is it with a Q? Because that would be really shitty. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms. Especially because of her long legs, Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. Yeah, why not? Yeah. Where are you two off to? Eh? Well, we're just... Yuri was going to make some tea, so... I suddenly realize how weird it sounds to explain this to Monica. Uh-oh. We're just filling the water pitcher. With my dick. Ah, okay. Sorry, I was just a bit curious. That's just kind of a one-person job, isn't it? That's... Monica, please mind your own business for once. I'm trying to sleep with this man. You better get out of my face, bitch. Or do you want me to tell me there's something wrong with helping involve Kyle in club activities? My mouth gapes. Holy shit, subtle bitchery ahead. She's so good at that. It's one of the reasons I like her. I skirt flip. I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Then let's go. Yuri quickly exits the room and I follow. Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall. I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that? It was your inner thoughts. Release your inner bitch. Maybe not to Natsuki's level, but release the inner bitch. Yuri, something about the way she said that, it made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me? No, Yuri. I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but it's also not right for Monica to judge people like that. Girl fight! How come even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me? Because you're the best waifu in this game. You're the best waifu. Nothing that you do is as bad as you make it seem in your head. Even though your savagery is off the fucking charts. Nobody's perfect. We have emotions and we can't always hide them away. But you always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain shower into a hurricane. No. Wouldn't you hate me for something as terrible as that? Why would I hate you? I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that? Friend, you say? Oh shit, I'm only in the friend zone? Oh no! Oh god, I fucked it up! Yuri lifts her head. I really like being friends with you. Thanks. Oh god, she friend zoned me. Oh my heart! Oh my heart! Oh! I like being friends with you. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that, but I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyway, yeah. Shall we go? Yeah. Yuri and I walk to the nearest water fountain. Once we fill up the water pitcher, we return to the classroom. Do you like oolong tea? Oh god. Here we go with the different types of tea. I have no idea! Yeah. Anything is fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. That is fucking hot for a portable kettle. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything, like I fucking hate tea with every fucking fiber of my being, but I'll pretend to like it if it means getting on your good side. In that case, you'll only be more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show. And you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do. I just need to bring it out. Good. Good. Bring the savagery out. Do it. When it's you who is around, anyway. Yes, I bring out the best in people. The best. That's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Kyle. It's very endearing. Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. The pressure! I watch Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Kyle, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? What's that? It's a little easier on my back. 'Cause boobs. I can't read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. Oh, I can read against the wall. Sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. This is why. This is why there's back pain right there. It's most likely because of your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading. Yes, totally. I have terrible reading posture. So that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieve the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. It's a small bag of small chocolate candies that I kept hidden from Sayori's candy radar.
Oh god, she's literally going to give me diabetes. Oh no!
I take it since it'll go well with the tea, rather. Yuri and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, are we holding hands? Our bodies are even closer to each other.
I don't know why I keep saving, but I'm doing it.
I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching.
Touching shoulders, yes! Oh, just a couple more steps, and then we'll be out of the friend zone. And into the friends with benefits zone, yeah!
How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle.
Oh, don't be a pansy. This is what we trained for. This is what we joined the club for. Come on!
Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all of my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. That's okay, I won't take any. You sure? Well, if I touch it, then I might get smudges on the pages. You're right. I didn't even think about that. There's also cat coffee, and it's fucking gross. It's also crazy fucking expensive. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Yuri opens the book with both hands.
Oh my god, look at these dust particles. That's so good.
She holds it so I don't have any harder of a time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg.
Red alert! She is touching your thigh!
Well, in that case, Yuri is already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. And I take another chocolate, and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if this situation was completely natural.
But that means I can't stop here! I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Oh, yeah, here we go.
Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me as if she needs to confirm what just happened.
Yes, you're eating chocolate. Oh my god.
Sorry, I guess I shouldn't have done that. Well, you were just helping. That's something that friends do.
Oh my god. Oh! Every time she says that word, it's like a fucking stab in the heart. Right?
I mean, not really in this kind of context, but yeah, that's all it was.
That's all it was.
Yeah. Then you don't need to stop or anything. I see.
You're giving me some mixed signals here.
The situation has gotten really tense. Yuri tries to return to the book, but I can tell just by her expression that even she can't focus now because the situation is so fucking hot.
Reading books and feeding each other chocolate. Well, mostly just feeding her, but it's fine! My heart is pounding.
I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers, but this time Yuri's eyes meet mine. How did it even come to this? Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. I notice her chest rising and falling to the rhythm of her breaths.
That's kind of what lungs do.
I raise my arm. Like before, Yuri parts her lips, but it's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth.
I feel her hot breath against my fingers. Alright. Turned up the AC, it's getting a little hot. Oh, god damn it! Monica! What the fuck? Oh, you cockblock. You fucking cockblock, god damn it. Even Yuri's like, god damn it! He was about to put the whole chocolate in there!
Wait, by whole chocolate do you mean?
No, I mean just the chocolate, for now.
It's time to share poems! Can you help Yuri put away her tea stuff?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, thanks.
The spell is abruptly broken.
I'll take care of the cups.
Yeah.
She picks up the teacups from the floor. I pick up the bag of chocolates.
Man, fuck books. Fuck poems. Books and chocolates is where it's at.
In the end, we hastily clean up without so much as a word between us. I get the feeling this is something neither of us will have the courage to bring up. Who should I show my poem to first?
As if you need to ask.
Kyle, your writing has only improved in these last few days. Every poem you've shown me has been nothing short of spectacular. I can really feel the emotions. I'm a little envious, even. I don't think it ever came to me this naturally. Yuri, that's the wrong way to put it. This never did come natural to me, but I've been able to improve so much thanks to you. You're really the example I was chasing after. Is that so? Yuri gently smiles to herself. This feeling. I'm so glad I got the chance to share my writing. I never thought it would feel like this. I remember you mentioning that yesterday.
Aw, she's smiling.
I can't believe that you're so good at something and you've never ever even shared it with anyone. It's kind of a shame. Maybe, but it's not really like I had a choice. What do you mean? Well, Yuri smiles sadly. Kyle, during lunchtime I eat by myself. Did you know that? It's a great time to find a quiet spot and do some reading. In fact, I always have some books with me. You could say I really enjoy reading. Well, that's one way to put it anyway, but books are so full of amazing and inspiring people. People you want to fall in love with, or people you just know would make a really good friend. Cheerful people who always put a smile on your face, or deep thinkers and problem solvers who discover the mysteries of life. So when you look at it that way, I'm surrounded by friends every day. You know? And those friends don't laugh at me. They don't tease me for spacing out all the time. They don't make fun of my body type, and they don't hate me for acting like a know-it-all. People say that about you? I'm not a know-it-all, Kyle. It's the opposite. I don't know anything. I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to make people see me as normal. I don't know how to be so normal like Monica, that pretty perfect bitch. Yuri, we're getting off track. Oh, sorry. I don't even know how to make myself happy. I have all these feelings, and all I could do with them is read and write. But it wasn't until now that I started sharing it with you that I really understood what was missing all this time. Aww. But I haven't really done anything. I've just been a good listener.
Take note.
Listen. Sometimes that's all it takes, apparently. No, that's wrong. Just being patient and respectful. That's really important to me. And fingering chocolate into my mouth also helps. Wait, what? Yeah, no, it's really important to me. I know I'm a difficult person. I speak too slowly, I second-guess myself all the time, I read too deeply into things. But every time, you've always treated me just like anyone else. Well, I treat you like a decent human being? Holy shit, that's so rare. It's so rare that I feel comfortable with myself when I talk to others. That's why every time I talk to you, I just feel really happy. I see. Well, I treat you how you deserve to be treated, Yuri. And if other people don't see it that way, then screw them! Fuck the haters! I mean, I joined the club hoping I would make friends. And I would say I've had at least one success. Wouldn't you? If you put it that way, yeah. We really are friends now, aren't we? Yuri puts her head in her hands. But this time she's smiling as she does it. You want to show me your poem? Yeah, I do. Let me get it for you. Beach. A marvel millions of years in the making, where the womb of Earth chaotically, yes, I was trying to figure out if that was an S or an O, meets the surface. Under a clear blue sky, an expanse of bliss. But beneath gray rolling clouds, an endless enigma. The easiest world to get lost in is one where everything can be found. One can only build a sandcastle where the sand is wet, but where the sand is wet, the tide comes. Will it gently lick at your foundations until you give in, or will a sudden wave send you crashing down in the blink of an eye? Either way, the outcome is the same, yet we still build sandcastles. I stand where the foam wraps around my ankles, where my toes squish into the sand. The salty air is therapeutic, the breeze is gentle yet powerful. I sink my toes into the ultimate boundary line, tempted by the foamy tendrils. Turn back and abandon my peace to erode at the shore. Drift forward, and I return to Earth forevermore. Okay, hang on. Saving again.
She's really good at that.
I'm aware that the beach is kind of an inane thing to write about.
Oh, crap, I keep hitting these goddamn buttons. Why couldn't they be over here?
But I did my best to take a metaphorical approach to it. You say that like you didn't even want to write about it. Oh, you haven't heard? After yesterday, Natsuki and I... Well, it was amusing. amusing that we wrote about something similar in such different ways. So Natsuki wanted us to write about the same topic as each other again. I suppose to better compare the differences in our writing styles, or thought processes. Anyway, it was her idea. Knowing her, it's no surprise that she'd want to do something like that. She probably just wants to show off. Justify her flat chest. What? Nothing. It's not like I have a particular interest in her writing style. I just went with her request. But, well, I suppose it's not so bad to write about something simple on occasion. It can be refreshing, you know? It's good for me to call my thoughts once in a while. Yeah, I think I agree. Thanks for sharing. Might as well do... Well, I notice I've been going in the same order every single time. Meh. I guess you really haven't learned anything after all. Honestly, I don't know why I got my hopes up in the first place. My wife says to call her real quick. 1 second. Alright, I I got maybe 5-10 minutes to wrap this up. So, I didn't think this poem was that bad. What did I do wrong? Poems don't need to be all deep-sounding to express something. It's just gonna sound like you're forcing it unless you really don't suck at it, which you do. Honestly, don't bother trying to write poems like this until you're on Yuri's level. Natsuki stopped short all of a sudden. Don't tell me. Eh? You're not just trying to impress Yuri, are you? Oh, she saw right through me. What are you talking about? And keep your voice down. You know Yuri would love this angsty... Just because she's a talented writer doesn't mean... Looks like I'm in trouble. I somehow struck a nerve, though what I did is beyond me. I am so done with your fucking shit! Natsuki shoves the poem I handed her back over to me. Take your stupid poem. If you wrote it for someone else, just don't show it to me. Ouch. This is what I get for letting a younger girl step into my business. Unless I was a mind reader, I was destined to be in a world of pain from the start. At least Natsuki wasn't really the girl I was trying to impress in the first place. Oh! Whatever, I don't even want to read your poem. Fuck you. Sayori. It's nice, I guess. Come on, I can already tell you don't like it. Well, there's no mention of food in it at all. You don't need to worry about what I think. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you? Oh my god, is it really that fucking obvious? Probably Yuri. Yeah? I didn't write this for anyone specifically. Maybe that's not really what I meant, though. But it's okay. You're making new friends just like I was hoping. That makes me really happy. Except it makes me die on the inside. And you're happy too, right? In this club? Well, of course I am. Good. That's all that matters to me. Thank you, Kyle. Sayori. Is there something wrong? Huh? No, nothing. It's just I'm a little tired today. Alright. Just tell me if you need anything. I will. Don't worry about me, okay? I just noticed on the stream, this is a little brighter than normal. Like, I don't know if it's just the stream, but the game is a little brighter than what's on my desktop. Then again, that might just be my monitor. Maybe I'm freaking out, I don't know. Don't worry about me, okay? You can go play with everyone else now. Okay. If you insist. Yay! I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Sayori, tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom humming to herself. This will not end well. I have a feeling this won't end well. Sayori's such a sweetheart and it breaks my heart, but Yuri is best waifu. Monica, go ahead and critique my shit. Okay, well, have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being at this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people? I'll have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. I let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands. This one's good. I feel like you're not only getting more comfortable with your style, but the imagery is better than the last one I read. Just wondering, have you been finding inspiration in Yuri's writing style? I guess so. You can't deny that she's talented. Yeah, totally. I think her poems are the most romantic. That's the best way to describe it. Oh, crap. Ah! She's like a totally different person when she picks up a pen. I noticed that too. Or when she's talking about literature, it's like a light turns on inside her. Sadly, it's hard to get much personal conversation out of her. Trust me, I've tried. Who knows what goes on in that head of hers? I hope you don't mean it in a bad way. No, of course not. I just meant that I wish she didn't keep so much to herself. But still defending her like that. You must be pretty into her. Eh? You completely misunderstood. She knows too much. Calm down, I'm kidding. Besides, I'm pretty sure she's already got a boyfriend. Wait. Really? Yeah, a fictional one. Oh, thank God.
Oh, don't do that to me, Monica. Don't fucking do that to me.
Monica kind of whispers that last part to me.
God damn it, stop doing that.
It's just a hunch, but... Well, there's not really anything wrong with that. Oh, well, I know. I was just saying. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright? Alright. The lady who knows everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders Earth, a lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather, lost adrift the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the twilit sky. Until one day the wind ceases to blow. I fall, and I fall and fall and fall even more, gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I am thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. Just kill your dreams, why don't you? Dreams are false, dreams are fucking bullshit. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sort of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. I never really put too much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical. Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's one thing I notice. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Yeah, that. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. We're about to break some fucking fourth wall shit. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into, similar to a video that you put hours upon hours of editing into, only for it to get a couple hundred views. I'm just kidding, a couple hundred is actually way fucking better than what I'm used to, and I appreciate everyone who supports my work, thank you very much. It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. That is true. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good or okay or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second. Is it just me, or did you say something strange just now? Eh? Something did sound a bit unusual. Yeah, she said you three. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different is that Sayori isn't here. It seems you're right. Sayori always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to, anyway? I thought she just went to pee. Natsuki, please show some decency. Oh, come on, everyone loves a good piss and a good shit. Okay, we don't need to know that part. Fuck you, I love shitting. She actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early. Is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously? Of all the times to not go home with her, you pick the time she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. No. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, she's been kind of avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. Oh? Yuri just, oh? That curious expression coming from Yuri, of all people. Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier, and everything is fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations, so... Let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes. But we might need a lot of them, in different flavors. Can you handle them all by yourself? God damn it if you put chocolate frosting on them! Challenge accepted. As for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me decide them. And as for Yuri, you can, Guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. No. That's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know? Now Natsuki's pouting too? Jeez, even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sayuri enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. I have nothing against chocolate, Sammy. But comparing vanilla frosting to chocolate frosting on a cupcake, it's like comparing a good bottle of Sam Adams Oktoberfest to a Bud Light. It's just not the same! That may be the case. But if I can't also be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. Well, maybe you should have thought of that before just doing the festival on your own. So, Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know? So you should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that. I love atmosphere! It's my shit! Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk in focus and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great! You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Kyle. The one who is truly useless. Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. I would be really appreciative of that. Is Monica suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members? Oh, we gotta pick a waifu! How on earth are you supposed to respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give you. Like cleaning my toilet. Wait, what? Oh yeah, dude, I eat so many baked products. My toilet just looks awful. Like someone took a big old bag of potting soil and just dumped it in there. I really don't need to do that. I love shitting, goddammit! Well, okay. I'm taking that a bit too far, I'm sorry. It's not like Monica's gonna give me a choice, and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. Kyle may not like to be around if you only make him out to be a nuisance. So therefore, he needs to come with me. Now! He may be more suited for assisting with the decorations. Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're just making excuses for Kyle to pound it. Wait, what are you saying? It will be extremely meticulous work. Baking isn't. Just what do you think? Guys, let's just settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Kyle to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? So I'm sure he's interested in... You literally just said... I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying, though. I'm available. You know? Can we just settle this already? Yeah. Kyle, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Very well. In that case, everyone looks straight at me. But of course, I'm going to go with... Oh my god. I'm making... This is important enough. I'm making 2 save files. Okay, obviously I'm going to go with Yuri. Well, I'll probably be most useful helping out Yuri. Me? Are you serious? Why would you... Natsuki, I can already tell you're about to say something mean. No. I was just saying... God damn it, now I have to clean my toilets myself. What does that have to do with anything? Shut up! Go make some decorations. Ugh. So you'll be helping Yuri then? Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm glad. I have a bad habit of overthinking these sorts of things. So I think your assistance will be very useful. That's great to hear. Natsuki, will you be able to handle the baking yourself? I mean, yeah. I already said I would be fine. Okay. Everyone can tell that Natsuki is feeling a little salty. So is that everything we need to go over? Yeah, it should be it. Are you guys excited? Well, excited may not be the right word. It is the right word. It's totally the right word. But I suppose I'm looking forward to it a little bit. Do you feel the same way, Kyle? Oh, I'm so ready. I'm so goddamn ready. So ready for this weekend. Just so fucking... So you're ready? Yeah, I'm ready. You could say I'm ready. I guess you could say I'm interested in see how it will turn out. Ain't that the goddamn truth? That's good enough for me. What about you, Natsuki? Natsuki? What? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything. You're the one yelling. Shut up! That's not what I meant at all. Yuri anxiously glances between everyone in the room. I'm sorry for this. I don't really know why Kyle picked me. And also, your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I have ever had. They go really well with my tea. And nothing that I do for the event will compare to that. So, I get it. Kind of surprised, though. Why? Well, I'm the one acting immature. I already know that. But you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden. I know I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry if I said something bad. Natsuki isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken aback by Yuri's words.
Where's the savage? Where's the savage? Bring it out! Let it all go.
When she already has trouble with words, trying to cheer someone up must be far out of her own comfort zone. Speaking of goddamn comfort zones. But I begin to understand. Yuri was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work out perfectly, I could tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori would always help everyone smile and feel good about themselves. You know, I kind of appreciated it, even though you're a bitch. I totally want to fight you. I'm sorry for making a big deal out of nothing, but I'm gonna say this.
You better bet that my cupcakes are gonna be the best part of the whole goddamn event!
I believe you. Yeah, I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today, so I guess it's time for us to head out. Alright, let's get out of here then. Everyone packs up their things.
Walk home with her! Walk home with her!
I start to follow Monica and Natsuki out the door as they chat between each other. Yes. There, turn around. Sorry, I realize I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend. Oh, you're right. I can't believe it slipped my mind. Should I give you my phone number? I think that would be the best way, yes. Alright then. Yuri and I exchange phone numbers. Okay. Then I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday. My house? Is that a problem?
Fuck! Hide the porn! Clean the sheets! Just fuck it! We're using the parents' bedroom. Oh god, it's even worse! Oh no!
Not at all. Not at all. I just thought I would be the one going to your house since I'm the one helping you. I suppose that makes sense. But if you don't mind, I think I would prefer going to your house. Alright. In that case, it won't be a problem.
If Persona has taught me anything about a girl coming to my house.
I decide not to press Yuri for a reason. It's not like it should matter much either way, so I'll just need to make sure my room is clean. I hope I managed to make myself useful in some way. I'm not nearly as creative as you are. Don't underestimate yourself. I think we'll make a very productive team. Producing babies, that is. What? Nothing? Even if you only chose me because you felt bad or something. Wait, you don't actually think that, do you? I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any other reason you may have chosen me. You're forgetting the one reason with the most common sense. I chose to help you because that's what I want to do. But Yuri thinks to herself with an extremely tense expression. Yuri, you're overthinking this. You wanted me to point out that you're overthinking. When you're overthinking, right? I didn't realize. I'm telling you, I want to. That's all there is to it. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. She looks straight into my eyes for a long while. I believe you. As if it took her tremendous effort, Yuri finally says that and relaxes her expression. And I'm really looking forward to Sunday. Yeah, I am too. After that exchange, I make my way out the door and Yuri follows.
Yes, I can't believe this is happening. Yes! All of my dreams are coming true. All of my dreams.
So good. So good. So good. Alright, let's see here. Wife still hasn't texted me that she's coming home, so we just gotta continue. Just gotta keep pushing on. I can't believe this. Yuri's gonna be coming to my house on Sunday. My anxiety shoots through the roof. So much pressure. Even though I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point. Handling her. There's no telling what might end up happening when we're outside the school. More than that, she told me that she was looking forward to it. Is this the chance I have to make something happen between us? Or is it too early for that? Only time will tell. Until then, I won't be able to take my mind off it. I seriously can't wait. It's already Sunday. Yes. Good. Good. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Yuri's upcoming visit. 1 second, wife. He's texting me. Not that she's leaving yet, though. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Yuri is clearly an introvert and also an intimate person in general. There's no doubt that she'll open up a little bit when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, we've even been texting occasionally. She was extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I was already learning more about her. But putting Yuri aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left the club early the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? I decide to visit Sayori before Yuri comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. Again, we used to play so often that we've made it a habit of simply entering each other's homes like we were family. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. I head up to her bedroom where I finally find her. Sayori? Hi, Kyle. I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Except everything. Sayori's room is as messy as it's always been.
This is a lot cleaner than my shit.
I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had for years now. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess.
That's because I end up cleaning it for you. You always hustle me into doing shit. That's why I'm going with Yuri.
How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to be to see Yuri today? Yeah, but... Wait, how'd you know that? Sayori had already left by the time we decided that last meeting. Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? That's true. Backstabbing bitch. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today? Of course, but I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. So it's just me and Yuri then. Yep. There's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing after you left on Friday. When something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So, Sayori smiles, shaking her head. That's no good. Eh? Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have even been thinking about me right now, because you'd be all up in that puss. Sorry. My old high school self's taking over, sorry. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. So happy! Sayori! Grabs Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this, so tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sayori gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, but you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori? You're really just gonna make me say it, aren't you? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless...
Oh my god! This is so much worse!
Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. And that's why I just want to make everyone happy, without anyone worrying about me.
This got deep real fucking quick. I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond.
How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? Did she really want so badly for me to just not think about her? Why? Why is it that you've never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much I could do. I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. You understand it all, Kyle. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. That is not the point. I don't want to be cared about. That fucking hurts. That makes me feel guilty. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. Diabetes. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. Why do I get the feeling that every path in this game leads to nothing but hurt? You're right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do. No, Kyle. There's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped is if everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Oh no. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish. And I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments. Because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I once again grab Sayori's shoulders. This time I pull her into a tight embrace. Sayori, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. She isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No, don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Oh God. Oh God. Oh, it's so bad. It's so bad. She barely manages to speak between her sobs. Oh God, am I actually enjoying this? Like, enjoying the game in general, not this. Not this. I'm not fucking weird like that, no. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want for her is to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything else you need me to do, then you better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Gently, Sayori finally puts her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm, and that's really scary too. Sayori lets me go. As she does, so I let her go as well. The festival's tomorrow. Yeah, it's gonna be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like for me to spend it all with you? It's what I want. I promise. I think that would be nice then. Yeah. Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. But I chose the other lady! Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't! Please don't cancel. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for Yuri to meet me at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It would be fun! To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be very good for me today. You understand, right? It's kinda hard for me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright. I look forward to it. Who started cutting fucking onions in here? Holy shit. That got heavy real fucking quick. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy, but it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Yuri is about to come over, too. I think Sayori is right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. She just told you that she has crippling depression, and that you're the only cure for it, and your response is, I'm meeting with another girl tonight anyway. Oh my God, I'm a terrible person. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. As I approach my house, I see something that makes me feel a moment of panic. Yuri? Ah, thank goodness. You're a little early. I'm sorry I wasn't home yet. Were you waiting for a long time? No, I just got here. But I started to get really nervous when no one answered the doorbell. You always could have texted me. If I had known, I would have reassured you and hurried more on my way home. I suppose that's true. I didn't think of that for some reason. It should be common sense to do that, but I decided to ignore it. Anyway, let's go inside. I see you brought a lot of stuff with you. That's right. And did you manage to find everything I asked you to buy as well? Yeah, pretty much. At least I hope I did. I'm sure it'll be fine. I take Yuri to my room, which is completely fucking spotless. I had to dump my porn. Rest in peace, porn. The first thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious. It's so clean. I cleaned it before you came over, so that's very considerate of you to do. No. I would be really embarrassed for my room to be a mess while you're here. Well, I do enjoy cleaning. I would have gladly helped you clean.
But then she would have found the porn! Having another woman find my porn would shame me as a man! That would be even more embarrassing.
Wait, don't look in there. I snatched Yuri's wrist, which was in the process of opening a desk drawer of mine. The secret stash. I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking for some reason. I was just spacing out. It's fine, it's fine. I let go of Yuri's wrist, crisis averted. She puts both of her hands firmly in her lap, as if making sure she's keeping track of them. So, should we get started? On the bed? What? On the project? Yeah. Yes. I have a few things planned that you can help with. Decorations and other atmospheric enhancements. Atmospheric enhancements? One second. You know, candles and a sex swing. What? How'd you fix a sex swing in there? That's not important. Mood lighting. Oh god, no, it actually is candles. Oh, I didn't know you planned on taking it that far. Of course. I want to help take our guests to a faraway place. Although many will stop. Oh, it's for the project. It's for the project. Yep, I knew that. Although many will stop just out of curiosity. And for cupcakes, I guess. I'm determined to provide an experience that will leave them wanting more. That's great. Will it leave me wanting more? What? Nothing. It's easy to forget that you're a pretty intense person. Intense? I guess that's the best way to put it. Is that a bad thing? No, not at all. It's something that I like about you, actually. Is that so? That makes me feel relieved and kinda happy. Yeah, no need to be so anxious. You can relax a little. Relax. I brought some things for relaxation. I was going to use them during the poetry event. Oh yeah? Like what? This fucking mad-ass kush! Oh, I'm just kidding. She pulls out a few candles in a wooden cylinder-shaped shit. It's made of wood? I plan to cover the windows in black paper and use the candles to light the room. I think that would be amazing, don't you? Yeah, it would totally be amazing. Totally not at all what I had in mind, though. Yeah, it would be really neat. What's the wooden thing, though? Oh, this? It's a diffuser for essential oil. Of course that's what it is. Of course. How familiar are you with aromatherapy? Not familiar at all. Is that so? It's one of my favorite contributors to a positive atmosphere. Depending on the oils or herbs you choose, you can change the mood of the air itself. You can even feel it permeate through your body. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection. It's almost like magic. Yuri takes the cylinder and pushes a switch on the bottom. In just a moment, a thin ray of vapor begins to spout through a small hole at the top. Wow, that smells wonderful. What kind of mood is that one for? Sex? This is a jasmine essential oil. It smells a little sweet and flowery, right? Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. I chose jasmine for the event because it provides more than relaxation. Jasmine enhances your emotions and helps you feel them flow through your body. She is doing this on purpose. You feel warmer and your heart pounds more heavily. Don't you think that would be perfect for sharing our poems? And our bodies? What? It does sound suitable. But you seem to know a lot about this, so I'll trust your opinion with anything. Yuri smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. She again reaches into her bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon. What are those for? Oh, you know, bondage. What? Well, did you purchase the origami paper I asked you to get? Yeah, I have it over here. We won't be using the paper for folding origami. What I'd like to do is write a different word on each paper. We'll need about 100 of them.
Oh yeah? What will those be used for?
Well, I'm going to cut pieces of ribbon to hang from the doorway of the classroom. Then we can fasten the paper onto the ribbons to create a doorway curtain. Wouldn't that be beautiful? It would also catch the eye of those passing by the room. It may attract some to peek inside. That is really creative. I had no idea you'd be so good at this, Yuri. Is that so? Well, I suppose I do get a little intense, as you put it. Yuri giggles with red cheeks. Is it just me, or is she more relaxed when it's just the two of us? Or maybe that's the excitement she feels from sharing something that she enjoys. Here's a marker, Kyle. You can write any characters you want. I'll help you once I finish cutting the ribbons. Oh, alright. Sitting on the floor together, the two of us get to work. I carefully draw a different character on each paper, doing my best to manage my bad handwriting. Yuri unravels a long strand of red ribbon to her desired length. Then she reaches into her bag once more and pulls out a pocket knife. Eh? Knife is strangely beautiful. The silver handle has an intricate pattern of waves etched into it. The blade itself is gently tinted blue. That's no ordinary pocket knife. It looks really fancy. Well, embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What is it? You're gonna think it's weird. Yuri, whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. To each their own, you know. If you promise you won't be weirded out. Yeah, I promise. Alright. Thing is, I'm kind of into knives. I like how they cut people.
Oh god, what is this?
They're just so pretty. I can't help it. I don't know what it is. A combination of craftsmanship and feeling of danger, maybe? What am I saying? Please don't think I'm weird for this. You're laughing at me. No, I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing with you. Kind of, sort of. It's just funny how nervous you were getting about sharing. It's an interesting thing to be into, I guess. In the back of my mind, a fucking alarm is going off because of that disturbing content warning. It's like, oh my god! What have I done? But I think it kind of suits you. Suits me? Yeah, it's kind of intense. Besides, it's a really cool looking knife. I can't deny that. It is, isn't it? Yuri relaxes her expression once again. Would you like to hold it? Sure, I'll check it out. Yuri carefully hands me the knife with the handle facing me. I take it and turn her around in my hands. It feels heavy and extremely solid. Where do you even get a knife like this? Curious of its sharpness, I feel the point of the knife with my index finger. Ow! Why did you do that? I didn't expect it to be that sharp! I barely touched it at all! It's my fault. I should have warned you. This knife is extremely sharp. It can cut through skin like it's paper. Oh no. A small drop of blood trickles down the side of my finger. Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look. She stares at it and noticeably fidgets. If you're squeamish, I'll go wash it off now. Without warning, Yuri puts a finger in her mouth and licks my finger in her mouth and licks the wound.
What?
I feel her tongue curl around my finger. Startled, I instinctively pull my hand back. Oh, please forgive me. I wasn't thinking. Yuri lowers her head, her face burning up. She has a blood fetish. Kind of. Sort of. Maybe. Yuri, that's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. How could I do something like that? I'm sorry. Sure, it was a little weird and it took me by surprise, but I guess she was just trying to help, right? Yuri, I think you're overreacting a little. She doesn't lift her head. What if she doesn't recover from this for the rest of the afternoon? Alright, you know what? This might be a stupid thing to do, but I'll do it anyway. I take Yuri's hand and lick her index finger in return. Did you really just do that? Now we're even. Now we can get on to sucking other stuff. What? Nothing. Yuri just looks at me like I did something wrong. I knew that would be a bad idea. If not for the sweet aroma of jasmine oil, the air would be extremely heavy right now. You're so weird. Eh? Yuri calling me weird? I have no response to that. Where do you keep your bandages? I don't think I need one, actually. It was a tiny cut. Look, it already stopped bleeding. I see. That's relieving. Oh! Hang on. Wife's on her way home. I gotta end it. Like 3 more minutes. Attention's quickly listed. We each resume our respective activities. I watch Yuri's knife cut through the ribbon like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on the paper. After we finish attaching the paper to the ribbons, we lay them all out side by side. It looks better than I expected and will be very effective as a door curtain. It looks great. Good thinking coming up with this, Yuri. Ah, thanks. It's just something I saw online, really. Are you ready to move on to the next task? Yeah, let's do it. What do you have in mind? I'd like to create a banner. That's why I asked you to buy the paint tablets. Oh, that's right. One of the items Yuri had asked me to buy was a kit of watercolor paint tablets. We'll need about 6 cups of water to put each of the tablets in. Do you mind fetching those for us? Of course not. 6 cups of water. I'll be right back in a minute. Alright, thank you very much. Oh, and just a little bit of water is okay. If you fill the cups too much, it'll be too diluted. Taking Yuri's advice, I decided to use small plastic bathroom cups rather than full-size glasses. I put them on a plate to catch any paint that drips and then bring it back to my room. Yuri? Yes? I come in to see Yuri quickly unrolling her sleeve, pulling it back over her arm. Ah, nothing. Your face is a little red. Is it too hot in here or something? No, not at all. There's nothing wrong, so let's mix the paint. Yuri hurriedly dismisses me and takes it upon herself to unwrap the tablets, dropping them into the cups. So, I thought of something. We would do something simple that would look very nice. I'd like to paint a gradient across the banner, starting with the colors for a sunrise, then daytime, then sunset and nighttime.
I can't ask the wifey for 10 more minutes. She's super pissed. Walmart's a dick. Walmart was really bad to her, and she's on her way home now. If I ask her for 10 more minutes, it's gonna be 10 more hours of unpleasantness. I gotta go in like a couple minutes.
Once it dries, I'll write an inspirational quote across the banner. We can hang it on the wall behind the podium at the front of the classroom. Ah, neat. What are you going to write? Well, it will be more fun to surprise you. Yuri smiles at me. If you say so. After rolling out the banner, Yuri and I kneel on opposite sides so we don't get in the way of each other. Yuri uses a brush and adds a few dots of different colors across the banner and to serve as a color guide when we paint. This kind of reminds me of elementary school. Painting on a banner with watercolors feels a lot like art class projects we had back then. It's relaxing. Ah, I'm sorry if this feels too childish. No, I didn't mean that at all. It's kind of fun, you know? Yeah, it is fun. I'm glad you feel that way too. Yuri stops painting for a moment, thinking to herself. For me, I don't need to go out and do crazy things to have fun. In fact, I usually don't even want to. I just like when I can spend time with one other person. Even if it's something simple like reading, it doesn't even matter if we don't talk much. Just having a friend next to me makes things feel a little bit nicer. I think that's all it takes for me to be happy. Is that so? Even if Yuri and I are quite different, I can understand where she's coming from. I feel that way about things like anime and games, where simply sharing the experience with someone can make me happy. I think I feel the same way. Yuri smiles gently. I knew you'd understand. Yuri leans over the banner to grab an unused paintbrush, but I move at the same time, causing my head to bump into hers. Yeah, sorry. Yuri reels back and I quickly lift my hands in surprise. Are you hurt? No, I'm not hurt. That just startled me at all. That's all. Sorry, I should have asked you to get it for me. It's not your fault. Your face. There are droplets of paint on Yuri's face and neck. Is there something on my face? Yeah, I accidentally got paint on you. Sorry, totally my fault. I'll get a towel right away. I rush out and fetch a small towel, then I dampen it with hot water. I return to my room and kneel back down in front of her. Oh, we're gonna have to end it there. I'm so sorry. Because the wifey's home, she's gonna get super pissed if I'm not done streaming. Thank you very much for watching. And everyone have a fantastic night. We'll be back on Friday.